I haven't looked at the room directory for a while. Perhaps I should. Oh yeah, the foundation is still there. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. It's not a terrible place for it, at least, though it makes room B1 harder to access. Schoolhouse. Again. Do I even really need to enter it? This uses up a couple of extra steps. I don't think there's any reason to go in there again. The library is utterly useless to me here. Let's do a hallway. Closet. It's a gold key. It's an ordinary key. Oh, my package has been delivered. Packing slip. Items included in this order: amateur locksmith kit, 2 gems, 2 keys. Very good. Into this room again. Storeroom, bedroom, chapel. Chapel. And on the left. Servants' quarters is pretty useless to me. Well, it's a room I've never ever drawn before. Still. Library. Bookshop. Books for sale. Ballroom. Ooh. Ballroom sounds interesting. Always being able to get 2 gems back. Clara and Simon. In Eclipse Ball. 1952. Oh, hey, here's the pieces of sheet music that I was missing. I think I already know what they're going to say. Under these stairs the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. Well, that means only time can tell. I have too many pieces of paper. Sia. And under. Two remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Yeah, so the messages are, first words on the sheets of the true message and find among the white trees under two stones. But I already figured that out. Though, there's kind of another message that I think might be in here. Which is wait in this room until it hits 12 o'clock in game time. Ooh. 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 Now this is a room. Now this is a room. Drafting locations, West Wing only, garage, West Wing Hall, her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. I don't think that's a room I've ever found. Okay, more information. More threads to follow, more pages to write on. West Wing only. Our ladyship's chamber from south facing door. East Wing only, the East Wing Hall, again obvious. Conservatory only draftable in a corner, bookshop only draftable from library. Yeah. That'll be why that's a room I've only ever seen once. Only master bedroom, which I don't think we've ever seen yet. Okay, conservatory only in the corner. Bookshop only from library. Noted. Okay. There's only a few rooms we have to choose from that I can adjust the rarity of. But still, a very useful room. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset. Today, I may adjust the courtyard, the aquarium, the cloister. What are the current rarities? Standard. Not common enough to be a nuisance and not rare enough to be elusive. Commonplace. The weeds of the drafting pool. Overabundance prevents other less common rooms from flourishing on the estate. Unusual, encountered on occasion, the frequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Rare, so seldom and represented in so few numbers, they're considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. I don't think there's any reason to change the rarity of any of these, really, to be honest, except maybe the aquarium. Yeah, I'll turn that down to standard. But yeah, the cloister is too expensive to, I think, really be made more common. And the courtyard is just kind of... It's a three-way room, but otherwise it's very uninteresting, as far as I can tell. Gets me my gems back. Mystery Den Workshop. Mystery it is. Especially because I can just backtrack a couple of rooms. Get my gem again. I can get 4 more gems. Or a magnifying glass. Sounds more useful. I might come back for the shovel, maybe. We find a whole bunch of shovelable spots. I can't get more gems. I can get 2 more. I can get 1 more. I can do that. I can do that twice. I also have the lockpick kit. Right. That's useful. I shouldn't forget about that. I also have a ton of redraws from this room. Bedroom. Perfectly good room. Unpickable. I'll do a billiard room. I'll do a billiard room. It'll hopefully give me something good. 11. The 1 does nothing. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 2 times 3. 18. 5. 10. 3. Lots of division and multiplications by 1, which do nothing. Great. Things that point in directions I don't want them. What do I get from the observatory today? I always get more, which is good. Some steps and extra tasty apples. Not the most useful. We're making another zigzag path. This box is not blue. That's a lie. Every statement with the word blue is false. The black box and the blue box are empty. Well, we know that this is false, because if it was true, then the statement on it would be contradicting itself. So, this is definitely false. This is false, which means this must be true. Which means this box. Silver key. Tundra it is. Apparently this room rotates. It also has a bunch of cogs in it. Ah. Interesting room. Is there anything other than the obvious? Anything secret-y to this room? Or is it just a cooler four-way intersection? With slight annoyingness. Patio, den... Oh! You can also rotate the floor plans. Apart from I can't. Strange. Nope. Yes. Classroom. That's 2. I got my extra tasty apple. So that's cool. Redraw. Redraw. Acceptable. Corridor is fine. I want more classrooms. I still want more classrooms. Dead ending, unfortunately, because Veranda would use up all of my gems, which I do not want to do. Still, plenty of keys. I don't really have anything to combine. Maybe I should have taken the workshop just to see what letter would be in this room. Never mind. Okay, classroom number 3, a new one. Science is fun. Periodic table. Use the elements below to form the answers to each question. H2O in liquid state is called water. H2O in solid state is called ice. H2O in gaseous state is called gas. There is no G and there is no AS. Also, gaseous gas. Steam. STEAM. Yum. So this I don't think is going to tell me much. Tear drop. Ice, water. Also, you spelled tear wrong. It's a nice little dog statue sculpture thingy. Ornament decoration. Well, I don't think this tells me anything I didn't already know. library drawer. Acceptable. Coupon book. Key. Food. Smith pool, spare room. Take a pool. So unpickable. What is going to happen if I put a workshop all the way up here? Gives me an A. This is room... way up there, room A. If this is making some kind of message, it's gonna take ages for me to decode it with one room at a time. Pick sound amplifier. What does this do? Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. It's a lockpick but better. Cool. Still can't pick that though. Well, I haven't actually got any other rooms that require unpicking. So that's kinda useless actually. I could maybe wander my way all the way back. All the way back. The hallway. Classroom. I'd love to see how you end up with all 8 possible classrooms. Sounds very tricky to pull off. I think I'm gonna have to make them more common, maybe? Here's our breaker box. Okay. Rustling of more papers. Any do green. Blue next to red is purple. How do I get blue? I don't know how I even get blue. How do I get blue? It's just green and red. How do I even get blue to begin with? I turn everything off. if I turn everything on. Ah. How did I get that to be blue? Okay, there's purple. How did I get blue? Okay, I need to somehow, like, shunt purple all the way up to an end. There's purple at an end. This moves purple back towards the middle. There's two purple. Okay, blue next to red makes the blue purple. No, it makes the red purple. It's all purple. Right. Now that we have all purple, we can make white. Somehow. There's white. Red. Purple. Green, off, blue. Oh no. Well, what is this? Alright, we found the real breaker. Hello? What do you do? Aha! Gemstone Cavern. Start each new day with 2 gems. Nice. Well then. We are getting places. Things are happening. Puzzles are being solved. Well, I don't have anything else to do, so we may as well go and check it out straight away. It's the second permanent addition. Looks like there's 2 more. gemstone cavern. It's a lot of gemstones. The name of the cavern is accurate. Oh, and there's a thing. Three out of 4 things. Okay, I bet you the third permanent edition will open up another one of those, and then you can do whatever you need to do the fourth thing. Here's a lot of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the internal and the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here, so Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there's still 1 more cart down here, but it's locked on a short track and way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Our boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that up for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Okay. Somewhere there is a cart blocking something that needs to be moved from the other side of somewhere else. Sure. Well, this was a productive day. Even if it's a little bit laggy in that one room for some reason. It's very strange. Let's have a look at the old room directory. Rotunda. Rare. A circular chamber with a domed ceiling adorned with rare mechanical gears. In the centre of the room, the stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true purpose, rotation. A fitting function for a room named Rotunda, which means clockwise room in Arajan. The foundation. The cornerstone of the house, unvarying and unchanging. The foundation is one of the only constants in the estate of which you can truly rely. The natural cavity was hollowed out directly from the mountain itself, with its stone and earth walls displaying an underlying coarseness that the rest of the mansion conceals. Still missing 07 and 08. Walk-in closet we've seen a few times now. Small recital hall, providing an ideal setup for musical performers and accompanists. It's not uncommon for at least a few recitals and performances to be held in this intimate setting each year. Locker room. Hall room. Opulent hall with a polished mirror floor. In the old days, numerous balls and dances were held in this splendid room. However, as he aged, the Baron began to prefer private parties in the parlour over the grand formal receptions of his youth. Study, library, boiler room. Utility room serving as a central hub for controlling the heating and steam power supplied to various rooms of the estate. Steam power is conveyed in the estate through steam ducts that run through select rooms. These floor plans must be drafted in an alignment that will facilitate the steam travelling through the house to reach its intended destination. Which sounds tricky. Pump room, security room, workshop, lab. Sauna, mail room. Dedicated mailing room which incoming and outgoing post and packages are sorted and then delivered within the estate to their intended recipients. Shops, red rooms, green rooms, found floor plans. Well, and there's more of them. places. 3 new rooms. Mosaic Schoolhouse. I wonder if that Gates was really a G, or if I got something wrong. I'm increasingly unsure. I should start writing down any and all dates I ever see. Watershed again? Metal detector is very nice. I approve. Could try and get a... There's a bird. Let's try and get a south-facing door in the west wing going, so we can try and get her ladyship's room. Maybe let's try and achieve that. Oof. Yeah, I know about the key. Click. Yeah, parlor is good here. Apple. May the 2nd. Where should I write down dates? Here, maybe? May the 2nd is 0502. Or 0205. Pending. The white box is empty. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. Well, if that is true, then that is also true, which doesn't work. So this must be false, which means both of these are true, which also doesn't work. If this is... This has got to be false. Surely that must be false. I couldn't work out that logic, but this is the only box that even mentions another box. So if this box was false, then you'd have no way of working out which of these 2 boxes was the correct box. pantry it is. Workshop. Okay. This word is going to be crack. It's CR something CK. Detector shovel. It's a metal detecting shovel. Which is better than both items. Lovely. Chapel it is. Can we kinda go left, please? Kinda. Kinda. Anything good that you can do here again? Not really. Special order a compass. Why not? Really? Locked. Annoying. Does this have a date on it? No. No. No date. Unuseful room. Any dates in this room? Not really, but I can hazard a guess. Are you just pointing me at the safe? Alright. Guessing time. No. Yes. Okay, so we are going with the American system of month first. Month first, then day. This is what the picture on the window that I didn't know what was about, and I had to look with the magnifying glass, and I couldn't figure it out. It's the day. It's Christmas Day. 12/25. Okay. Which I guess also means that there's a safe hidden in the parlor room somewhere. Which, okay. Hello. 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. I've dropped my pen on the floor again. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the colour of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies, and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Queen. Dan. I'll take a secret passage. Oh, it is in fact locked. Can I not just hop over this veranda somehow? Jump. Hop over the railing. Is not that tall. Surely you can just vault this thing. Alas. The fixed stars. The stargazer's companion to constellations. This is the same book that was in the other room. Special flowers. Huh? What does that even mean? Great. Way back I go. Then this way. Yoink. Yoinketh. Bedroom, spare room. It's gotta be a spare room. We need to keep going up. Wish I knew what the secret garden key was for. Can I turn left here? I can. This has a date on it. I wonder. I wonder and I ponder. If I were to light this on fire, do you think there's a secret room? But there's space either here or here for a safe to show up. Drawing room. I think I've seen this room as an option once before and I didn't take it. Must have been ages ago. Well, hello new room. It's very purple. Does it never end? I don't know. Does it? Feather hat, harp. Telescope. Gain an additional effect for each constellation observed in the observatory. Queen. This is way back on my list of bits of paper. Ladyships. Bedroom. Queen. Oh, upgrade disc. Lovely. Some people. The ladyship's diary is locked. Okay. Needed some kind of special key for that then. Hey, even just having the upgrade disc is nice. Also nice. There's a boiler room here. I'll take it on the very slim chance that we draw a room. Which can you even use this? We have not. But there is a porterhouse steak. Lovely. locked. Locked. Well, I think we may be just about done then. I can go up this way. There's a couple of rooms. Might as well. No vents in this room. The mail room. So that we get a package tomorrow. Then to the security room. Which is this way, this way, this way. Can I do anything with a sledgehammer? No. I cannot. Computer terminal. Spare room? Spare bedroom, spare green room, spare hall. Well. I'm not sure what use converting this to a hall will really do for me. Green room is kinda meh. I think bedroom is probably my best bet. There's a few things that rely on number of bedrooms, so let's do that. Well, that's fun. We got something out of that day, at least. One more day. At least for today. Day 23. Hey, yoink. I wonder if I can work out what the day is. I think... what do I have written down? Day 1 was around November 6th. So I think... if it is day 23, it Must be sometime around November 29th. So I don't know whether it's AM or PM either. Well, that is at least an hour in advance, apparently. Remain open for 4 hours. What time is it now? Can't be today then, because that's not an hour in advance. More information required. My package has been delivered. Or I can get my breakfast. So nicely delivered. Parlour, bedroom, closet. Parlour. There must be a safe in this room. Possible spot for it to be hidden, really, is behind this portrait. But how? Uncover such a thing. Anybody see any hidden buttons, levers, things to push, stuff with which to interact? Do I need to light this on fire? Gems are in the blue box. The gems are in a box next to this box. The gems are in this box. Haven't we seen this one before? True. False. False. Well. Sleeping mask, gems, keys. Does this have a date on it? No. No dates. Spare bedroom. I just got a sleep mask, so that would have actually been not a bad room. I think this room is even better. Closet. Nice. Yep, stuff is no longer on sale. Oh, and I'm key carded. That's a early room to be key carded. Annoying. Not the end of the world. Certainly annoying. Yeah, A. Yeah. Yeah, A. This word is indeed crack. Which I kinda already had cracked. None of these work together. Passageway is fine. I have gems to burn right now. Also, this room has vents in it. Passageway. Hallway. Drawing room here is good. Observatory here is good. Five gems. Conservatory. Yes. Conservatory, yes. Ooh. How rare is this? Standard. Okay, this is already rare. I'm happy with that. And this is standard. I am tempted to turn you down one. I will do that. It's a dead end, which is not great. But having more green rooms in my life sounds good. Hey, I figured out what you meant about the red envelopes. You got anything further to enlighten me on?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the Great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the Great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Well, that's the most ominous one yet. Thanks for that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, it's the morning room. It's been a while. Cool stuff. Bedroom. Link. Still don't really know what the point of that is, if anything. Pool. Pool is always good. I never have exactly 2 hallways. Not once have I ever had exactly 2 hallways. And a single time. A letter has been delivered to the mailroom. It's a little bit of a distance back, but it's not too bad. Plus, I really want to know what this letter says. Don't mind if I do. Do anything here? No. How do I get to you? How do I get to you? Simon, my name is Rudolph Moore. I am the lead lab technician at Simca, and I've worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and begun to run some experiments of your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as it's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There's been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they are all quite excited when I reported that you've been successfully running experiments. I wanted to write to let you know that even though you may not see us, we're rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments, and if you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. Useful. And there's a lot of room there. So we need to keep running experiments, to keep getting more letters, to keep getting more hints. I see. Should be picking that option more often. What was this way again? Was this just regular locked? Or no, it was badly locked. Hard locked. Critical lock. Like a regular lock, but worse. Ballroom is just kind of bad here. I already have 7 gems. I don't want to set that back down to 2. And undated. Sure. Boiler room, but no way am I getting that to the lab. Take a corridor instead. Oh, that way around also works. Turns the room into a guaranteed gem room, which is not bad at all. Sheltered. I don't think I've ever taken the vault. I've seen it once before, but I didn't take it. Aha! I was right. It is November the 29th. Can't even get back to that room now, though, I don't think. 19? 1, 2, 3, maybe I could. But yeah. I know what date it is now. This is good. What's the betting one of these to something in it? Also, I see you there. Vault. Rook. Well, I've got 18 gazillion money. Aye. I could have had 18 gazillion more money if I had picked that up first. Like a hallway, really? Or I could take an aquarium. But no, hallway. Well, it's very nice to know when exactly I am. Oh, do I have... I do. Hey. Keys aplenty. It's currently offline. Unpickable. I don't think this is really a door I want to use the silver key on. Here we go. Here's the steps that I need. Yum. Pie. Question is, have I been in here for more than 4 hours? Has the time-locked safe automatically closed again? From here, we have to go this way. This way. It's a little bit past 11. Okay, it certainly doesn't look like nighttime. So this should be open? Yes. 7. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavourably with me and my father. I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference that you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harboured for past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And, while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deep involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumours of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behaviour has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologise for my actions, though I am now willing to admit the conclusions I have reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin, under cover of night, across the Red Border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with a notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. That was somewhat enlightening. .3. Nope. I think that's about as far as we go. Still a productive day, I think. only I knew how to open you. Hmm. Well, well, well. Can I not just step over this bush? Well, you gotta make things so complicated. How do I get in here? How do I get past there? How do I do many things? How do I get in here? This is something I still have no idea on. Gotten the foggiest. Not re-dig there. Nope. In fact, I'm still missing 3 standard rooms. 4 standard rooms. Somewhat disconcerting. We're missing a bedroom. A bunch of rooms that we've still never seen. Baroque Arboretum showcases and preserves the rarest specimens of every type and variety. Through selective propagation, the gardener here may influence which flora, or flora, will be considered commonplace during the next season. Yep. I think that's gonna do me for today. Progress. Much progress.